No one has more state pride than New Mexicans. The vibrant culture, bold flavors, unique history, and dramatic landscapes under our Zia sun are like no other. And the people of New Mexico are a rare breed. As diverse as we are, together we breathe life and soul into this high desert land. A land that promises adventure. I'm Michael Newman, and as your host, I'll be taking you with me as I seek out the best the land of enchantment has to offer.
New Mexico, it feels like home to me. It feels so true. It's time well spent when I spend it with you.
Thanks for tuning in for another episode of New Mexico True Television. I'm your host, Michael Newman. From days spent on the river to treks through the landscape with our four-legged friends, and cutting through the majestic mountains of the north by rail, this week we show you the fun is in the journey as much as the destination. Just under an hour south of Albuquerque on I-25 is the quaint village of San Acacia. This green valley is home to Acacia Riding Adventures, the horseback riding outfit that will be taking me for a day's excursion in neighboring San Lorenzo Canyon. A historic adobe schoolhouse serves as the headquarters for Acacia Riding Adventures, and with a slew of horses roped outside, dogs roaming and lazing about, golden light pouring through the cottonwoods, what can I say? The scene upon arrival sets a romantic precedent for what the day's adventures may hold. And against this picturesque backdrop, a flurry of activity is taking place. Horses are being fed, groomed, and saddled until the man in charge of this whole operation, Dakota, sets to choreographing the loading of the horses on the trailers.
If we have a couple extra, we'll put those in the yellow trailers. After Stormy, Shadow, and then after Shadow, Grace, and after okay, then after Stormy.
With 3 trailers of horses and even more trucks compiling our caravan, we head for San Lorenzo Canyon. While the views are scenic and make for a pleasant drive to our destination, they give no hint to the scope of magnificent terrain we're about to encounter. Towering hoodoos and flowing striations of red rock envelop us upon entry to the canyon, and it looks as if we have the whole place to ourselves. Dakota's team begins unloading, and he takes me over to meet my horse.
So this is Rumor. He's a Tennessee Walker, black and white, big, gorgeous horse. He's smooth, so he articulates in his ribs when he's walking to the point where the foot lands to the back outside of the front foot. Therefore, the front foot's still on the ground when the back foot lands. Therefore, you're not getting that bouncing movement, and that's what makes him smooth. And so we have a bunch of Missouri Foxtrotters, Tennessee Walkers, Kentucky Mountain Saddlebreds that are exceptionally smooth.
Probably going to be the most comfortable horse ride I've ever had.
It will be the most comfortable horseback you ever had.
So, do I need my chaps too? What's up?
Do you want chaps?
No, I was kidding.
You got some red and black ones that go divine with those shoes.
I mean, yeah, I bet. The little color combo.
Dusty, Michael wants fringe.
I need fringe. What's going to go well with my complexion? You tell me.
Red and black.
Red and black? Everything, okay.
It's working for us ladies.
Yeah, you know, I do it for you, you know. I'm here for y'all. I'm here for y'all.
See what you started, Dusty?
All joking aside, it was finally time to saddle up and get ready to hit the trail. We have just started our ride when Dakota leads us into one of the area's incredible slot canyons. Oh, this is magnificent.
And so you can hike all the way up here.
Oh,
You
really?
get up here and hike all of this stuff. That's why they're back here camping.
Little did I know how adventurous it was about to get. Around the next bend, we reach the portion of the trail where we'll begin climbing, which actually sounds like an understatement once we're underway. Dusty leads the way, showing us how to do it gracefully. We'll see how I keep up. This is where I truly see the advantage of riding a Tennessee Walker for this type of trail. Remarkable. We snake our way up to the summit, and if winding my way through the base of the canyon wasn't impressive enough, reaching the top and having the view from above, well, let's just say, mind is blown. Riding horseback along the ridgeline of this rugged desert landscape certainly evokes the iconic Western imagery we have all come to associate with the Southwest, specifically with the enchanting land we call home. It is poetic, powerful, and definitely one of the best days I've ever spent on a horse. Dakota and his team have allowed me to feel like a cowboy, if even for a day. Our horses pick up the pace, riding us off into the sunset. Or something like that. The San Lorenzo Canyon by day is stunning, but acacia riding adventures also offer sunset and moonlight rides, as well as rides in white sands. They are masters of selecting the most scenic way to take in New Mexico by horse. If you want to document your ride, Dakota has some great tricks and tools for using a GoPro if you bring yours along. And don't be shy, wear your fringe if you got it. Stay tuned to learn what glamping is all about. Sign up to receive monthly newsletters about events and happenings around the state at newmexico.org. Today I've signed up for a rafting trip down the Chama River with Los Rios River Runners. A tributary of the Rio Grande, the Chama River is 130 miles long, and the stretch we will be floating begins below the El Vado Dam, just over 100 miles north of Santa Fe. I'm not the only one treating myself to this experience this weekend. The river guides from Los Rios pick up a whole slew of us eager travelers in Abiquiu, where we set off for our launch point. I need to let you in on something. This is not your typical rafting trip. This is a glamping trip. For those of you just hearing the term, it's short for glamorous camping. Camping with a hint of indulgence. And this is a first for me. Here's how it works. By day, we get to raft down the Rio Chama, with our river guide doing all the work paddling for us. And then our guides set up a luxurious comfort camp for us to while away the evening hours. That's right. They bring and pack all the provisions, they provide all the labor, so all we have to do is, well, enjoy. As you may have guessed, no one had to twist my arm to get me on board this raft and sign me up for this once-in-a-lifetime experience. The Rio Chama is one of America's most beautiful wild and scenic rivers, and on this rafting trip, it would take us through Chama Canyon, the Santa Fe National Forest, and the Chama River Canyon Wilderness. It is rare to have a wilderness experience like this on the river, and I'm grateful to have our guide Patrick usher us through these waters so we can take it all in. Patrick, do you know any interesting facts about this river?
Yeah, people did homestead out along this river. They did live along this river. They ran timber down it. There's another ghost town that's, I'm going to say about 5 miles down here, and I'm not sure of the name of it, but it's up on one of these bluffs, and you hike up there, and there was obviously an operation up there of some sort.
And my fellow traveler Steve's sense of adventure convinces us we need to check it out. It feels good to get off the raft and exercise our legs, and the remnants of these homes on the edge of the cliffs make for a picturesque and curious pit stop. Nothing like following a whim while traveling and stumbling across a place lost in time. While it's likely these people were sheep herders, the who, how, and why they lived up here is a mystery.
I mean, those folks had to be rugged.
Yeah, to make it in this land, man, it's crazy.
Interesting tales.
Yeah, I bet.
Faith and struggle and hardship and perseverance and
That's all
The whole ball of wax.
Yeah, that's all New Mexican history, you know? That's how people lived. That was part of the whole thing of moving to the west, to New Mexico.
Oh, yeah.
Humans weren't the only inhabitants of this landscape, though. The next time we dock, Patrick promises a trip further into this area's history.
All right, guys, come on up this way. There's some interesting dinosaur tracks. Watch your steps, a little slippery. Yeah, it's a sandstone wash, a lot of sedimentary, millions of years of it, and
On this hike, we're on the lookout for dinosaur tracks. Yes, we are actually walking in the footsteps of dinosaurs. Did I tell you we're on an adventure? Good thing we're with Patrick and he knows where to look because the rains and wash have covered the tracks.
I want to say this is probably the first impression. And let's be really gentle because it is sandstone. Yeah. And so, yeah, this is the first impression. And the other one is, I'm going to say right over here, and then there's a third one.
And what type of dinosaur was this?
I've heard that it is of a T-Rex, Allosaurus type of. As you can tell, it's a fairly large print.
Boy, this is a big one. Kind of just frozen in time right here.
Here's a really defined one right here.
Are you an archaeologist on the weekend?
Yes, I am. I wear lots of hats. Toe, 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 heel.
Oh yeah. That is massive.
Well, I don't know what happens now. Honestly, where do you go after discovering dinosaur tracks? Oh, that's right. I get to lounge in the sunshine on the raft without a care in the world and have the ultimate vacation. Stunning views and scenery, fresh air, and the gentle lull of the Chalma River ease me into meditation. The luxury of this experience is not lost on me. That said, I really have no idea the luxury I'm about to encounter. I'm blown away when we get to our campsite. Patrick's river guide comrades arrived to our base camp earlier in the day and have already set up everything for us. Canvas-walled outfitter tents complete with cots, floor rugs, chairs, and every other amenity you can think of in a campsite. Well, thank you so much, Patrick.
Oh, you're so welcome, Michael.
I didn't expect this much beauty and luxury, but you guys hit it on the mark.
Well, we're glad you came out.
Yeah.
Enjoyable.
It's going to be a fantastic evening. We'll get a little bit of cloud cover, make a fantastic dinner. I think we have steak and
You look fantastic.
fresh seafood, and tell some stories by the campfire. And
Sounds good.
I mean, this is my way to spend an afternoon, drinking cold beer, eating some good food, hanging out in the wilderness. Can't get better than that.
I totally agree.
And now they're getting our dinner prepared for us. Talk about being spoiled.
Eric, I think this fish is done. Talk of all the streets, it was the talk of the town. Miss Maggie put on her red dress and threw back a swing. She said, come on over here, Miguel, I'll show you what it's like.
I would say this rafting trip on the Rio Chalma has it all. The best of the great outdoors and wilderness, good food, and great people. And singing around the campfire makes for the quintessential camping experience. It simply doesn't get any better than this. So when you're craving a bit of indulgence in the great outdoors, here's some hints for your own Chalma River glamping experience. For our trip, our guide picked us up in Abiquiu, 1 hour north of Santa Fe, but pickup locations may vary. Fun yak or fish the Chalma River too. Fun yaks are always available on these trips, and you can bring your own fishing gear or arrange to have your guide provide it for you. Design your own Chalma raft trip. Have a gourmet chef, massage therapist, or yoga instructor become part of your experience. To plan your own glamping trip, go to newmexico.org. Do you take a lot of pictures on your New Mexico travels? Well, if you do, show us by hashtagging New Mexico True on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And now, here's another New Mexico True treasure.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Latham, and when I think about all of New Mexico's true treasures, the Cumbres and Toltec Scenic Railroad has to be at the top of the list. What makes the train ride so special is that it really is just a trip back in time. And from the moment you step on the train and the conductor rings the bell, you're transported back into the days of the wild, wild west. Around every corner of every moment of the train ride from Chama, you are just in complete wonder, awestruck at the beauty, the mountains, the snow, the water, and the streams. For me, it was a really great family experience. We went to Chama, we spent the night in this charming B&B. We woke up the next morning and had a hearty breakfast burrito before getting on the train, and it was something that both of my young children could enjoy that we did together as a family that I hope to become tradition.
Coming up, we take some llamas to lunch. If you missed an episode or just want to see more of New Mexico True TV, visit our YouTube page at youtube.com/Visit New Mexico. There you can find all of our full episodes and segments. And now from the pages of New Mexico Magazine. Today I'm headed to Columbine Canyon just outside of Cuesta. Only a half an hour north of Taos, this trail cuts through the heart of the Enchanted Circle. And why am I venturing to this gorgeous neck of the woods, you may ask? Why, I am taking a llama to lunch today with outfitter and guide Stuart Wild. Because we will literally be hiking the trail with llamas and enjoying a picnic lunch. This is the official name for one of many popular excursions that Stuart and his outfit, Wild Earth Llama Adventures, offers. Right now, Stuart is brushing down the llamas and prepping them for our hike. This allows my fellow hikers and me to become acquainted with these docile creatures.
See, I'm friends. K2 likes me. Rio, you're all about it. I come in peace, man. You guys are soft.
Stuart will be pairing each of us up with our own personal llama for the hike.
Michael, I think we're gonna have you work with K2 today, so come on over, give him a little man hug. Right around his neck, man. Squeeze him up.
Come here, buddy. It's like,
That's it, man. That was super cool. Yeah.
He didn't fight it, so that's
No,
good.
not at all. All the animals that we're hiking with today are all rescues from unwanted, abandoned, neglected situations. And so they all have funny, quirky, unique little personalities.
While these llamas are lovable and make for good hiking companions, they also serve a purpose in that they carry all your gear for you. Now that we'd had the proper introductions and made friends with the llamas, we get a brief overview of the hike ahead of us.
Lower elevation will probably, the first 2 miles of the canyon, we gain less than 1,000 feet. So nice, easy day for us today.
And we're off. We are early in the hike when I begin to realize the knowledge I'm about to gain from Stuart's vast wilderness, ecology, and foraging expertise.
So here's our first wild food demo. Would you like to try wild strawberry here in New Mexico?
Yeah.
All right, come and get it. Ready? No way. This is the New Mexico bracted strawberry. And you know, they're super tiny, but I kid you not that they pack an incredibly powerful punch. Take a taste of that and tell me what you think about the sugar content.
Oh, wow. That's like
That's real
concentrated, man.
That's a real deal. So not only is it wildflower season, but it's berry season.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all about incorporating wild foods into these trips.
I love it.
We'll gather some wild parsley, we'll gather some wild oregano.
Cool. I love doing some foraging.
Oh man, good stuff. This is called oregano de la sierra. Guide always goes first, this way you trust me. Okay. Nice. And so this is a pretty spicy little wild oregano. And if you just take a little taste, if you like pizza. You like pizza? It's very spicy. I'm only going to give you a little bit.
That's excellent.
Isn't that amazing? It is spicy. The flowers are delicious.
So great. A wealth of knowledge this man is.
People are amazed to see that we have these thick, lush, wonderful forests here in New Mexico.
You just think it's all desert and you see this, it's like, oh.
No, it's not. It's amazing.
The Columbine Honda Wilderness Study Area is a special place that many individuals have worked together to preserve. As a wilderness area, this forest will be protected for outdoors enthusiasts like ourselves to enjoy for generations to come.
You know, a lot of it's about meeting nature on its own terms.
Right.
And a solitude experience, right?
Right.
Places like this are my church.
Yeah, the sanctuary, man.
You know, the sanctuary. my mental health clinic,
Yep, all in one.
my fitness center.
We come to a spot along the river where Stuart demonstrates how early settlers were paying for gold.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Just one more stretch of trail before we're stopping for a picnic lunch. As soon as we arrive at the clearing where we'll be picnicking, Stuart assigns each of us our own duties. Some of us start foraging for rose petals for garnishing the salad, while Stuart works with a couple trusty Boy Scouts to get a fire started. We're now a pack just like our llamas, and those that work together get to enjoy a delicious meal together. With full bellies, we're ready for the return trip back. It's clear these animals have a wonderful life with Stuart now, hiking through the wilderness, making friends with each new trip. I'm glad I was able to join them for a day on the Columbine Canyon Trail.
K2 here has a very big appetite and he likes lots of green things. So he reminds me of myself when I was young, you know.
When you want to take a llama to lunch, here are some tips. Our day hike up Columbine Canyon left right outside of Cuesta, just a half hour north of Taos. Beyond day hikes, Wild Earth Llama Adventures offers multi-day excursions as well. Most treks are between 4 to 10 miles per day at over 8,000 feet, so make sure you acclimate to the altitude before going on one of the hikes. For more great stories like this from New Mexico Magazine, visit newmexico.org. Nothing like a trip where there's no rush to get where you're going because you're having too much fun on the way. And hopefully, we've inspired you in some new methods of travel. With that being said, what are you doing next weekend?